and agents not able to pay the rent. What is going on?
Well, because, Rachel, the Fed single-handedly has killed the housing market. The Fed will make more renters in this country in the next 2 years than it has in the last 50, because mortgage applications are at all-time lows. Mortgages are double what rent is today.
Now that I don't necessarily agree with. I know in our local market, if you compare apples to apples, rent is more than a mortgage. Of course, a lot of that depends on a down payment, but even without a down payment, rent is more than mortgage in our market. But continue.
And it doesn't surprise me that real estate agents are feeling the brunt of this. Back in June of 22, Jerome Powell said that the middle class, everyday people would disproportionately feel the pain of higher interest rates in his attempt to control inflation. He has not controlled inflation. He has failed miserably. What he has actually done is create it and, in the meantime, stop the housing industry.
What would you recommend he do?
Well, what he should do is get out of the way. There's no time in history in my lifetime that the Fed actually controlled interest rates. Supply and demand is what controls interest rates. As long as people are spending their money, that means they want that product or service. At what point it gets to a price where I no longer find it valuable, I will no longer continue to purchase that. And people want homes. People want to live in a single family home. I don't personally think it's a great investment. I've said that many, many times. I've gotten ragged out on it, but he should step aside, get out of the way, let the market do its thing. Interest rates will have to come down in order for pricing to come down.
Right.
This is actually a contradiction to what most people think, but when interest rates come down, mortgage applications will go up, and people will start selling their homes.
He makes a great point that you typically don't think about. But if you lower the interest rates, there's going to be more people willing to sell their home. And it's all about supply and demand. If there's more people willing to sell their home, you can drive up that supply and equal out that demand, or even raise the demand. And once you get a high enough supply that overtakes the demand, then home prices will start to fall. But that's the only way you're going to get home prices to fall. And right now we're so far away from having enough supply that it's going to take lowering interest rates to get people interested enough to sell their home in order to get that inventory to create prices to go down. That's what he meant by that. It's a brilliant thought, and I have not heard anybody come up with that yet.